Hey you guys, it's Steph and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be trying out more Essence makeup. A lot of you will know I have done a lot of these testing videos before. I've tried out Essence many times, but they are always bringing out new products. So I picked a lot of them up. We've got a lot of highlighters, a lot of palettes. It's not quite a full face, but we're nearly there. I think the only things I don't really have is like a face powder and maybe like bronzer and contour. Can't really remember, to be quite honest. So without further ado, let's get all of this makeup on my face. I had some new bunny ears somewhere. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah, man. Even got a little bunny tail in the back. All right. La da da. Oh, they don't even fit into the camera properly, so you can't even see them all properly. Hi, happy Easter. All right, so I've already gone ahead and primed and moisturized. You guys know the drill. So what I have here is the Insta Perfect Liquid Makeup. It's a strong matte effect, waterproof, buildable coverage foundation. This one is in the shade 50. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Iconic London little buffing brush, which is a very controversial brush. You guys didn't seem to like it, but I really like it. So I'm just going to, let's see how this applies. Okay, we've got a little bit of coverage there because it is covering up those little spots. Colour actually seems a little bit fairer than what I thought it was going to be. It's got quite a strong smell, this foundation, but it doesn't really bother me. But just a heads up for some of you guys that may bother. And how much do you actually get in here? Okay, you actually do get 30 ml in here. It does just look like quite a small bottle. It does look really nice on the skin. It's just not giving me much coverage. It's a very kind of like thin consistency. But it is kind of like evening everything out. It's just not giving me much coverage, really. I'd probably say it's like a light to medium. But then again, it does say that it's buildable, so I will try that out in a second. So this is just like the first layer. And you can see it has definitely like evened out my skin. Like if I just put a little bit of concealer under my eyes and over my spots, I'd say that would actually work pretty well for my skin. But you know, we like to go in with coverage, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take some more. See how it builds up. Okay, yeah, that has covered up that spot a little bit more. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. It's not like my favourite foundation, but I'm having no real issues with it. It doesn't actually really look like anything on my skin, to be quite honest. It has got coverage, but it doesn't really have much of a texture, which I quite like. It doesn't look overly oily. It doesn't look overly matte. So yeah, it's not bad. All right, so next for concealer, we have the Camouflage Plus Matte Concealer. It says it's waterproof and tattoo covering, ultra covering, liquid concealer, matte finish, covers dark circles, blemishes, and tattoos, long lasting and waterproof. So this one here is in the shade Light Honey. That is one thing I've got to say, the color range for Essence isn't great. Like this is Light Honey, this is the third darkest shade, I'm guessing. It's like still paler than me, and I'm white as hell. So that's just something to note, but I'm just going to pop that under my eyes. It's got kind of like a heart-shaped doe foot. So I'm going to pop that under my eyes like so. I'm going to go ahead and just take a little smaller buffing brush and kind of pat that in. Oh, okay. That's done quite a lot. If you see kind of like the purple undertones there, that has definitely gotten rid of that a little bit. Still a little bit of darkness right on the inner corner, but I have not been sleeping much recently. So, I mean, we'd need a miracle to cover that up, but that looks way better. Okay, that looks pretty good. So, let's even myself up a little bit, and then we'll also just kind of dot it in my usual places. Go over any of these spots as well. Nose, nose, chinny, chin, chin. Is that everything? No, we still got more. Get some of these bad boys as well. This actually seems like a pretty decent match for the foundation as well. It's like, it's not too light, it's not too dark. Kind of just tap that in. Seems a little bit more matte than the foundation, but again, doesn't really seem like overly like powdery or drying or anything. Ooh. Okay, look at that coverage. That spot is like, well, it ain't there anymore. Ooh, I like that a lot. I just fully like said bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, definitely think I prefer the concealer to the foundation. I like the foundation, but the concealer is kind of the thing that sort of made my base, I think. The colours are a good tone for me as well, like, even though they are too light. It's not like too pinky or anything. It's like a decent tone. That base is actually looking decent. A little bit shiny, but you guys know I like that. I'm going to take a little bit more of that concealer, see how it layers up right on the inner corner. Because, I mean, we saw what it could do with that spot on my temple there. So let's see what it can do with this. I'm going to try it with my finger. It's a very, very thin concealer. Yeah, that's a bit better. I really like those two mixed together. The foundation and the concealer. I can't even remember where it was. Completely gotten rid of it. Good job there, Essence. Alright, so I was just about to go ahead and powder everything down until I remembered that I had this guy. This is the Cosmic Cuties Fox Love Liquid Highlighter. I think Fox Love is the actual shade or whatever. Let's try this. Okay, that actually looks a little bit too dark for me. But I've shown you guys now, so we've got to do it. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to tap that on my cheeks. Just like so. Maybe that won't be too dark. Let me see. I'm just going to take the same brush that I used with my concealer and just kind of blend that out. It dries down like immediately. Help. Okay, that's a bit underwhelming. Let me try this in a different way. Let me like just doing a little swipe there and try it with my fingers because maybe the concealer brush is like taking away some of the product. Maybe. Oh, this seems better. There's a little bit of glitter here. Oh, actually. Okay, you can see it a little bit, but like as you kind of pat it in and blend it in, it just kind of disappears. And now I feel like I've just got like a bit of a stripe here on my cheek. Yeah, I kind of feel like this side looks better because it's still got the glow. For once, I'm actually gonna not use something. I'm getting rid of that. I'm gonna go back in with, there it is, my foundation brush, and I'm gonna get rid of that because I'm not really a fan. Sorry, Essence, but yeah, not really feeling your little liquid highlighter there, so I'm actually gonna say no to that one. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and powder everything down off camera. I'm just gonna be using my Laura Mercier, and like I said, let me just get my basket. I don't think I have anything in here that's like bronzery. I've got some highlighter. I've got a lot of highlighters. But I don't think I have any kind of like bronzer or contouring powder today. Nope, I don't think I do. Yeah, no, I don't. So I'm just going to go off camera, powder everything down, do a little bit of contour and bronzer, and I will check back with you for the highlight, which, let's face it, that's why you're all here. All right, so I'm back looking a little bit more bronze now. Also went ahead and added some brows because I don't think I have anything new from Essence for brows. But I do have a lot of highlighters. Like I've got these 4 palettes here that each contain a highlighter. So we've got like this one there. I'll go into these in a second. I also have the Glazed Donut highlighter. Love that it literally is like a donut package. This looked a little bit too icy for me, but I thought I would try it out because maybe some of you guys would like it. Oh. It doesn't actually really even look like anything. Does it? Maybe. I don't know. We'll try it in a second. And then I also have this, which I feel like this is going to be a winner just from like the tones. This is like, I don't know, this is giving me some sort of feeling. Like this shade here in particular. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Boom, bitch. Yeah, that looks way better. So what I've got here, like I said, is these 4 palettes. So these are called they're like the Iron Face palettes. We've got the Not Your Princess, which looks like this. We've got the Born Awesome palette, which looks very nice with that highlighter there. Too Glam to Give a Damn. Ooh, I feel like that one is kind of speaking to me as well. And then we have The Future Is Me. These look very, very similar to like the MAC palettes that came out a few years ago. So that's like a super, super icy highlighter there. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different eyeshadows as well. I think in all of them. Yeah, 8 different eyeshadows in all of them. It's like a mixture of shimmers and mattes, I believe. I think the first thing I'm going to go in with is the Glow to Go highlighter palette, just because this one, again, like I said, it's just calling my bloody name. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all of these. Do a couple of little finger wiggles. Nice. They look very pretty. Okay, so we have that one, which is the first one we tried, which looks nice. This one, also nice. Very, very blinding, actually. This one, which is a little bit too dark for me, but that looks stunning. And then this one here, which also looks really nice. Let me just find my highlighter brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and try this first shade out here, the one that I fell in love with. Just swirl my brush in there. See what we can do. Hell yes. It's been a while since I did the highlighter dance, but here we go. Ears flapping all over the place. Do the highlight dance, do the highlight dance. Going all over my bloody face right now. Whoa. That's pretty intense, isn't it? When I first started applying it, before I like committed to the highlighter dance, I was like, okay, like that's nice. It's really nice. And now I'm like, that's a lot. But I like it. I really like it. Let's put some of that on my forehead. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Essence do a lot of really good highlighters, so I'm not surprised at all.
Ooh, my good.
I think I've actually even gone a little bit too OTT there. Let's just bring it back a little bit. So nice. Big fan of that. Maybe I'll try like, I don't know, maybe I'll try like this shade here as well quickly. Do a little bit of something up there. That's really pretty as well. You can see it just like catching the light. Very nice. Bring that back a little bit again, because obviously we do want to try out the other ones. So now I'm going to try out Glazed Donut, which doesn't look very impressive to me. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be like stupidly icy, just like a silver highlight, but it just kind of swatches like a slightly shimmery, translucent powder. But it does actually look decent on camera, which is the weird thing. So maybe it's just like one of those. So I'm going to swirl my brush in there as well. Actually, I'm going to get rid of all the pigment on my brush quickly, because I don't want to cheat. I want to really see what that one is like on its own. So now I'm just going to go back in. Let's try this. Okay, let's see. Let's get the light right. Let's see if this will actually do something. Oh, something's happening. Something is happening. There's not a mirror in there. Okay, that's actually not bad. It takes a hot minute to kind of like build it up, but that is actually like a glazed donut sort of look. I like a more kind of like metallic, like friggin' Tin Man look, but this is definitely like a glazed donut kind of look. Like I'm sitting here looking like a Krispy Kreme. As you kind of build it up, it does look a little bit more icy as well, and it doesn't really look like too much on my skin. So yeah, actually I take that back. That's actually not bad at all. Prefer this guy. You know I prefer like the champagne highlights, but this is still very, very pretty. Okay, I take that back. I like the donut highlighter. Let's try one of these. Okay, the Future Is Me is like the super icy one. I don't think I'll be into that. It's got to be one of these, I think. What do you guys reckon? This one is like, this one's doing bits for me. So that is from the Too Glam to Give a Damn palette. So let's just rip that. Oh, that was easy. That was easy. Okay. Oh God, now it's sticking to me. Okay, so let's give this guy a little swatch. Okay. Doesn't look as impressive as the... Oh, I take that back. I was going to say it doesn't look as impressive as the one in the quads. But actually on the skin, that looks really, really nice. Got a little mirror in this palette as well, which is cool. So I'm just going to swirl my brush in there. I'm just going to blot this down ever so slightly just so we can get like a full view as to what this highlighter can do. So blot down my little donut and then we'll try this out. There she goes. That is really nice. Ooh. Doesn't seem to have as much like payoff as the one from before. The other one seems a little bit more creamy almost. But I don't know which one I prefer. Yeah, the other one seems to be ever so slightly more metallic, but now that I've gone over it like twice, it's looking pretty mad. But this one seems to have slightly more of like a metallic sheen to it. I don't know if you guys agree with me there. But this one is just bloody intense. They both look really, really nice. Like, they both look really good on camera. I feel like I maybe just prefer this one here. I find it sort of, I don't know, it seems to kind of like blend into my skin a little bit better. This one seems to be more of like an eyeshadow-ish formula. Just in the way it does look a little bit more pigmented. It does look ever so slightly more ashy kind of on my cheek if you look straight ahead. This one just kind of like disappears and then it pops. All very nice highlighters, but I think I prefer this guy here. So I'm just gonna add some more. Do a little milk mustache. That is how you do a milk mustache. Okay, we are officially like glowing to the gods. So now, eyeballs. Okay, so as you guys saw, I have got these palettes here, which I think I'm going to be like dipping into a little bit. I also have the Million Nude Faces Be Beautiful palette. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's the eyeshadow box, which looks like this. You've got a bunch of cute little cat and dog faces on there. But this is just like, if I can get into it, this is just like sealed up with tape. So give me a second. There we go. So this is just like a mixture of mattes and shimmers. Let's try this brown here. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Yeah, that looks all right. Okay, so might dip into that one as well if I need it. And then I also have a bunch of like loose glitters and pigments. So I've got like, yeah, like a gold glitter. I've got these little like star sequiny glitter things. I've got like an iridescent pigment. I've got like rainbow glitter. And I've got a little glitter glue as well. So I think I might add a little something near the end of this look. Like do like a normal eyeshadow look to start off with. And then chuck some glitter over the top. So I think I'm going to use some of those. So let's have a little look. Let's go through these palettes again. We've got the Born Awesome. I like that, but I feel like we've done that before. So let's see what else we've got. We've got this super icy like blue eyeshadow palette, which is kind of taking my fancy. Too Glam to Give a Damn, which is like a lot of different purples. I feel like I did some purple looks recently, so don't know if I'll do that one. And then we've got this one here, which again is like mostly neutral, just with a pop of pink. I think it's between these two here. But then I need to think what kind of glitter I'm going to add with it. Oh god, this is too confusing for my little brain. I mean, I guess I don't need to stick to just one palette, do I? Yeah, I think I'm going to do the blues. And then if I need any more shadows, I'll kind of like dip into the other ones. So straight away, I'm going to need to dip into something else because I do want a little bit of like a transition color. So if I had a bronzer, I would normally just go ahead and use that. But I am going to try out this little palette here as well, just so I can try it out for you guys. So we're going to start off with the Nude Faces palette. So we've got 5 shimmers, 5 mattes. They're all just neutral shades. I'm going to go in with like the lightest color and just kind of pack that all over my lid. I have already set my lid in place, but I just want to kind of go over it to lighten it so we can put some more color on there. Like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this shade here. Just because I want to build my crease up with that one before I go straight in with like a blue or anything. And just kind of really blow that out. That's working absolutely fine. Having no issues with that at all. It has just kind of like given me a nice easy crease. So yeah, happy with that. There's not really much else I can go in with this palette just yet. Maybe I'll just add a bit more of this like slightly cool tone brown. And just go over that. Just because I feel bad not using more shades. Just kind of buff that in there. That's all looking pretty decent. It's blended out nicely. No issues with that whatsoever. So I might go back into that in a minute. But for now, we're going to focus on this guy here. All right, so in this palette, we've only got 2 matte shades, which is those 2 just here. So I'm going to go in with this brush. Just having a little think for a minute. I'm going to go straight in with the dark blue. Let's see how pigmented this is. Okay, it looks a little bit dusty, but it looks okay. It's quite a bit of fallout. Probably going to regret this, having done my base first. But I'm going to go ahead and like stamp that around my crease. Not really worrying too much about blending just yet. Just literally just like bringing it around. Kind of like sketching it into my crease almost. Okay, that's not bad. It's not the most pigmented thing in the world. But it looks like we can build it up. It's a nice colour though. It's like a nice blue. It doesn't look dull, which it kind of looks a little bit dull in the pan. Looks almost like a grey blue, but this actually looks quite vibrant, which is nice. Just kind of looking forward, doing a little bit of like a circle eye, I think. I think that's the look we're going for today. Might change my mind. Might screw it up and might scrap the whole idea completely. Yeah, that's looking pretty good so far. I really, really want to use this like super icy blue. Where is it? Can't do back to front. This one. Stupid bunny is. I'm going to keep kind of building that up. Not really blending it out too much just yet. Because I kind of like where it's sitting right now. So if I just keep building up like the center of that bit there. Really deepen it up in the crease. This brush is actually working quite well for it. I don't normally use these brushes because they're quite flat, kind of fluffy brushes. It is the softer finer, but it actually is working quite well. No fallout yet either. Good. Good job, team. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that for a second. I'm just going to go back in. No, I'm not. Don't mind me. I'm going to take this fluffy brush here and I'm going to go in with the slightly lighter bluey grey shade. And I'm just going to ever so slightly kind of buff that around. Literally like barely anything on the brush. It's just so I can blend it a little bit easier without just going straight into brown. Almost like diffusing the edges. Like that a little bit. Then go back in with that brush that I used before, which had my kind of like brownie transition shades on. I'm not going to add any more because I don't want it to be like too brown. I just want it to kind of blend easily. Okay, I could do blending that out a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with a different brush. And I'm going to take that brownie kind of chocolatey shade again. And just like lightly tickle the edge of that. It's like barely putting any pressure on it at all. I'm just lightly buffing that out. Okay, so we're blending a little bit. The blue is not like the easiest thing to blend, but it's not bad. It's not doing too bad of a job. So now it's time for the fun part, because I think what I'm going to do is take this shade here. Looks all right. You can actually see it on that brush. I really want to kind of build up quite a lot there. May need to wet this, but we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe we won't need to wet that. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Kind of just tap that in. I'm hoping this will actually like stay there and not kind of dust away as I apply more. It literally looks like a freaking galaxy on my eyeball right now. A little bit of fallout, but that's kind of to be expected. And it's not really sticking around. That's nice, man. I do, however, want a tiny little bit of Fix Plus because I feel like it will work a little bit better wet. So I'm going to try that out. Take some more, build up the brush. Yeah, that works way better. And I feel like it'll kind of stick to my lid a bit better that way as well. Look at that blue. You guys know that if I was to ever come out with my own palette, ever, it's never going to happen. But if I was to ever come out with my own palette, I would make so many cool blue shades. You have my word. Yes. I don't know why blues just make me do this. Yes. Okay. Very nice. So now I think I'm going to add a little something else just because I'm having a great time with these shadows right now. I'm going to add a little bit of this shade. Using the same brush, just kind of loading that up on top. Let me like swatch that first, actually. It's probably a good idea. It's kind of like a purpley iridescent almost. What's this one down here? Oh. Oh, he's dark. Okay, I want to take some more Fix Plus. And I'm going to pop that on the outer corner. Not sure if that'll show up too much. Oh yeah, there we are. There it is. Hello. How are you? You having a good day? Good. It's kind of like blend. I'm going to blend them all in together. I'm going to take that lighter purple. Kind of put that on my lids. Mix it together. That looks sick. And then we'll take the darker colour and just add a little bit more to the outer corner here. Yep, you're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great. Keep up the good work, Steph. Thanks, Steph. Sometimes you've got to be your own biggest fan. Then I'm going to take a little bit more of that blue, just because I want to kind of bring it inwards ever so slightly more, because I love it. That's pretty. That is very pretty. I like these colours a lot. Nice. Okay, so am I done with that palette? No. I want to take a little pencil brush, and I think I'm going to maybe take this silvery shade. Oh no, that might be too dark. Oh, just very nice though. Yeah, it's going to be too dark. Maybe I'll take this like really icy highlighter. Yeah, I'm going to take that and pop that right on my inner corner. Yes, 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 yes. And then also a little bit on the brow bone. By a little bit, I apparently mean a lot. Whoop, didn't mean to do that, but we're going to roll with it. All right, so now I'm going to go back in with this palette here. I'm going to take that same brown that I've been using throughout, and I'm going to run that on my lower lash line. I don't know if I want to add blue to my lower lash line or not. I feel like I might kind of keep it a little bit more neutral maybe. Just really kind of build that up under there. Can't even remember what sort of lipstick I've got for this look. No idea actually. That'll be fun. Just fully just like blending that in, really blowing it out. And eyes are done. Big fan of that palette. I wasn't really sure, but I really like it. So I'm actually very, very excited to try out some of these other palettes because, I mean, let's swatch. I could have used that blue. Could have used this blue as well. Oh, that looks like a very nice blue. Let me know if you want a tutorial on any of these palettes because I am down because these actually look very, very good. So big fan of those. Covered in swatches. All right, so now it's time to try out a new mascara. So this is called the I Need a Miracle, and it is a volumizing and strengthening mascara with Lash Tinting Complex. Alrighty then. Okay, it's got kind of like a sort of Lash Paradise kind of one, which I'm into. Let's try this out. Essence mascaras are usually spot on, so I'm really excited for this one. Okay, so far so good. It's like gripping my lashes quite a lot, which is what I like because I find it just kind of coats my lashes a bit better. Oh yeah, this looks very good. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's not doing anything overly dramatic. I tend to prefer kind of like slightly more dramatic mascaras anyway. But it's like, it's thickening my lashes, not making them too long as such. But my lashes are quite long naturally anyway. It's just kind of making them black and thick and great. So for me, this is like a good kind of everyday mascara. Yeah, I like that a lot. And like I said, Essence do a ton of really good mascaras. I think mascara is probably the best thing that they do. So definitely recommend you check out Essence mascaras. This is another good one. All right, so now I think it's about time we even myself up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, go off camera and do the other eye, add some mascara and everything like that. And then we'll move on to lashes because I've got some weird magnetic lashes. Lashes, setting spray, and lips. See you in a sec. All right, so both eyes are done and it just dawned on me. Haven't done my bloody glitter yet. So what I'm going to be using, I think, is maybe the glitter in the shade Chameleon. It's kind of like greeny, goldiness. I don't want to ruin this eye look, so I'm a little bit nervous. But then I'm also looking at these stars and I'm thinking that might actually look quite nice. But I don't know where to put them. I don't know which one to do. Maybe I'll do this one here. This like more like silvery one. It might work a little bit better. Gonna try that. So this one here is in the shade Punk Pinata. So what does this look like? Oh god, it literally is just like, whoa. It literally is just like loose glitter in a little tub. Okay, I'm already covered. So what I have here to go along with it is called the Glitter and Pigment Applicator. So hopefully that will come in handy. Let's just take, oh, no, drop it on the floor then. Oh, it's just like this little silicone tip. Woohoo! So I'm going to take the glitter pigment stuff and I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, I think. Oh, it's kind of like iridescent almost. That's cool. Okay. I'm nervous. Where should I put this? Maybe I'll put this like kind of right in the center. Just going to smooth that on just like it said. Oh, I really hope I don't ruin this. I don't want to bring it up too high. Okay. Then I'm going to take my little brush and dip it in. That's what the applicator is for. You can just dip it right into the brush. Okay, and then, come on, work with me here. Okay, I don't know if I like that. Let's take a little bit more of the pigment and kind of just bring it inwards a little bit. I am making such a mess here. This applicator is useful though. Okay, to be fair, this glitter is packing on like crazy. I don't mind it. I feel like I need to bring it into the inner corner a little bit more, but I actually don't mind that. I'd like it a lot more if it didn't have like the pinkiness to it. But yeah, I'm going to add, I'm literally covered in glitter now. I'm going to bring that into my inner corner slightly. Almost do like a half cut crease with glitter. This little applicator though is banging. Like this is doing the most. Don't even know if I like that. Think I've ruined it, but here we are. Yeah, it doesn't look half bad. It doesn't look as good as I wanted it to. Like, I kind of wanted to just stick with this. But now I have this, and now I have a piece of glitter going in my eye. Get out of there. But yeah, that doesn't look half bad, and it applied really easily as well. This thing is an absolute game changer. Like, I normally use brushes and stuff, but normally they just get all like clogged up with glue. So I'm a big fan of this applicator. Just kind of did like a really easy half cut crease without even really trying. So yeah, I'm a fan of that. I just prefer this. Which one do you guys prefer? Don't mean to swear at you, but which one do you prefer? This one, this one, this one, this one. All right, let's even myself up a little bit. All right, so I feel like I maybe went a little bit OTT with the glitter. But let me know what you guys think. I feel like I like it, but I'm also like, damn, I missed that blue shade. Okay, so now we're moving on to these magnetic false lashes. So these are called the Lash On, Lash Off Volumizing Magnetic Accent Lashes. So I've seen this sort of thing before. I've never really tried them out myself. I know like, I think like, do Ardell do them now? I don't know, but okay, so we've got, why is it? Okay, so this is the top lash. That's the top lash, and that's the bottom lash. Okay, so it says where you kind of put them. I don't know how I'm going to do these with my nails. This might be a little bit fiddly, but they literally just come like this. They've got tiny little magnets in them. Do I just like put that one on there? Well, that's ended up on my eyelid, so that's not a good start. Hang on a goddamn minute. Right, put that one kind of. They don't even look much longer than my bloody natural lashes. Okay. So that one's on there. I'm now going to take this one. The hell? Well, that doesn't look very good. And like you can see the little magnet as well. What are you doing to me? Oh God, I don't know if I'm a fan. This is all getting a little bit complicated. Has it really done much? I feel like it's just made my eyes look a little bit wonky. Nah. Like, I know I'm not the best at putting on lashes at the best of times, but that just kind of like, it's not really for me. Because you can see the like little magnet because it's kind of silvery. They're not overly long. They're not giving me like a wing out or anything like that. And now I literally just went over my lashes once and now this one's like flying up in the air. No, that's a no from me. Don't really understand, to be quite honest. They're just like, nah. I just dropped it as well. Okay, it's fate. I dropped it. I don't know where it's gone. It's probably in my hair. Probably doing another one of those. But yeah, I'll pass on them. Probably stick to normal lashes, actually. All right, so now before I forget, I do have a setting spray. This is called the Glow to Go Illuminating Setting Spray. Curious to see if this is like the iconic London spray. It's not like fully like it. It's kind of just like an iridescent sort of sheen. So I'm just gonna give this a little shake and try and get the lid off. Okay, it's a little bit of like, it's a little bit of a hose action. Okay, here we go. Not the best spray. Not the breast. Not the breast spray. It's definitely not for the breasts. Get my little beauty blender. Just get rid of that a little bit there. Yeah, it's just kind of added like a few little speckles to my face, which I don't really want that. But it does seem to add like a nice little glow as well. So where you haven't got speckles, it does seem to look nice and glowy. So I think the product is nice. I'm just not really sure on the actual like spray bottle. But it has made my highlight look hella popping. All right, so now last but not least, we have something for the lips. So what I have is a lip liner. I have one of their Velvet Matte lipsticks in the shade 01. It's just like this kind of like mauvey, brownie nude shade almost. And then I also have one of their Color Boost Vinylicious liquid lipsticks. So this is just like a super glossy lip. That might look all right. I might do like the matte lip first and then add the glossy lip over the top at the end. See how that looks or something. Yeah, let's do that. So the lip liner that I have is called the Draw the Line Instant Color Lip Liner in the shade Sandicide. So this is just like, oh, it's like a super cool tone brown. Okay, that looks good. It's very creamy. So I'm going to go ahead and just line my lips. Got foundation like all over my lips. What's wrong with me? Whoa, that is like super grey toned. Oh, it just broke off on me there. Okay, it's so creamy that you probably don't want to press too hard. That literally is like a grey lip. Not sure I'm a fan of it being like an automatic lip liner because it's actually quite thick by the time you get rid of like the actual point. But the actual formula of it seems to be nice. I just think I'd prefer it in like a pencil. This is like super grey tone, but I really like it. I definitely need some sort of like lip balm underneath this because it is quite a dry lip liner. Like it's creamy, but then it's also very matte. It's not dry, it's just matte. But the colour, I'm really liking that colour. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the lipstick. This one is in the shade 01. So what are you? Oh, I don't know if I actually like that. Maybe it's like blend in the lip liner a little bit. Okay, that's worked. I think the lip liner underneath has kind of like cooled it down a little bit there. Yeah, that looks decent. That's like a nice little lip combo. The lip liner is quite hard to work with because the fact that it is like an automatic lip liner, but the actual formula in the lip liner is good. It's just the whole like rolly up situation. Let's take these ears off. Wow. Slick Rick. How you doing? I don't even know why I bothered doing my hair before I do these videos. All right, so now just because why the hell not, I'm going to go ahead and try out the Color Boost liquid lipstick. This one here is in the shade I'm Dark, I'm Back. So this is like that brownie sort of color. No. Don't like that. Oh, the color's fine. The product's absolutely fine. But I mean, I don't like it with the actual look. I feel like it's too much. Yeah, I preferred it with like the cool tone. What do you guys think? Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and go back to the other lip color because even though I like it, even though it's like a nice formula, it's not sticky or anything. It's actually kind of more of like an oily consistency, so it doesn't stick to your lips or anything. I much prefer like the matte cool tone lips, so I'm going to go put that back on. Alright guys, so this is the finished look, giving you some alien vibes right now, but I'm kind of digging it. I'm actually really happy with how this look turned out. I think the only thing I kind of need from this look is some falsies. Like those magnetic ones just weren't cutting it for me. Everything else though, like, I'm pretty impressed with. The foundation's nice. It has creased a little bit. Concealer I really, really like. The setting spray was alright. Maybe the spray bottle itself wasn't ideal. But like everything else, the eyeshadows, the highlighters, the glitter, love that little stick applicator thing. Really, really impressed. Essence, you have done it again. So guys, let me know what you think of this makeup look in the comment section down below. Do you prefer the glossy lip or do you prefer the matte? Do you prefer the glittery eyes or do you prefer the blue? Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, as always, you know what to do by now. Please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye.